Hello. Is this channel better than Tom and Jerry cartoons? Discuss. Possibly. Tom and Jerry, I don't know. I don't know if I'm at Tom and Jerry levels. I'm better than some cartoons. Tom and Jerry, they're a tough act to beat. They're one of the OGs. In before Mono starts trouble, they are the pinnacle. I forgot to actually start my chat overlay. That would help. We're gonna go do that. I mean, it's running, but you know, I gotta reboot it every time, just because. Yeah, maybe a Beavis sort of vibe. I think yeah, that's okay. I can get there. Animal Wolf says in before Mono starts trouble. I gotta tell a story about what happened to me earlier today. I was at work. Well, I was here working from home, but I was during work hours. I was using my work machine that does not have anything particularly weird installed. You know, any of my personal stuff installed, and I was building. I was just working on code, and I was creating a new type in my in the code base, and it's type final class blah blah blah, and it's like as I'm typing, boom, Xcode's gone. It was of course just a regular Xcode crash, but my brain just immediately went, Mono, why'd you kill Xcode for me? And that was exactly my first assumption, was that Mono had killed my work Xcode while I was trying to do something. And no, it was not. It was actually just Xcode crashing, because again, I was on my work laptop. Yeah, exactly, just like that. Classic Mono. Yeah, no, I was that was just the first place that my brain went to, was this is exactly what it was. It had to have been Mono that broke this. But yeah, no, that's the PTSD that you've given me, is that even during streams, I just got it, or not during streams, even during regular work hours, I'm just assuming the worst. All right, what are we getting into? We are looking at some stuff that we can do, figuring out scrolling. Sure, I'd love to know my countdown bug. Is it that sometimes it skips one? Because I know of that one already. Yeah. Occasionally it does that. I think it's because it's all backed by JavaScript, and it's not good JavaScript. So I think I literally just set it to run every 1,000 milliseconds. Yeah, I set it to run every 1,000 milliseconds, and when that's off, sometimes it counts wrong, because just small drift adds up. But yeah, no, I'm aware, and I want to rewrite it with the same tool that does this. If I can find my buttons. If I hit any of those buttons, it's not going to do the thing that I want. Yeah, this screen, or this screen here. I've got all of this stuff that does like a countdown. And this is all SwiftUI and SpriteKit, actually, both of them doing this together. And I want, oh yeah, I forgot about this mode. I want this to work. What I don't have is, I don't have a way with this app to set my, I don't have a way to set the time that I want to start streaming at. Whereas with the JavaScript one, I literally just edit the source code every single time. But I don't have Xcode installed on that machine, so I can't do that. I can't edit the source code and rebuild it. It's just running in JavaScript in OBS. So that's what's going on there. Just make an MP4 and play it, but then I don't have the ability to like change the countdown, reset, that kind of thing. I want it to be live like that. So, I mean, yeah, I could, but that doesn't let me like pick a hard time and it doesn't let me update the time. I just kind of had to reboot everything. This is also the other problem with this version is that it starts to slow down, so I don't know if you can see how chunky it gets. Like the frame rate's real bad right now. If I kill it and restart it, maybe. There we go. Kill it, and then restart it. I said restart it. Oh, I guess I gotta do this. 36 months, 6 whole years. Thank you, Eaglenaut. That math checks out. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I think this is good. So I don't know. Script a 60-minute MP4 and just start the video at start points. I mean, I could do that. That seems like a nightmare. Oh, is my camera not catching up? That was weird. All right. Anyway, I am not offline right now. Well, so far you've spent 15 minutes on a countdown. Yeah, exactly. What are we working on? We are working on some scrolling stuff with the Vision OS film strip. That continues to be the most complicated part of this whole app. Is the film strip. I mean, it's the most complicated part of the UIKit version of the app too. So that's not that surprising. I mean, 36 months is actually let's step outside of the jokiness for a while. That is 3 whole years, which is its own impressive, actual surprising number. So thank you, Eaglenaut, for 3 straight years of subscription. That's insane. This is not Vision OS. I don't know if you all noticed. Compile Swift. It's like, where's the Xcode thing? And Meanwhile, Compile Swift has taken 3 years off of my life. I think it evens out. All right, let's try the Vision Pro instead. They were not good years, take it from me. Seeing the future. We're being little imps in the chat tonight. Nice fall vibe. Yeah, you should have seen us, how we were treating Nutterfly the other night. We realized that his glasses one has no cooldown, so we could just make him take the glasses on and off and on and off and on and off. It's great. 3 years, it's a lot of money considering a sub to Coco requires a sub to an Xcode therapist. What is an Xcode therapist? I don't know that I want to know. All right, so here's what we're working on. Pretty much just CS. CS is the opposite of an Xcode therapist. CS is an Xcode abuser. All right, yeah, here's what we're wanting to mess with today. So if you see, as we scroll, everything looks a little messy because we've got the onion skins over the top. Gone 3 years without learning anything from anyone, actively de-learning. I wish I could say I didn't know what you were talking about. I too have spent the last 3 years just solidly getting dumber. I'm with you. I don't know if I even finished the sentence that I was saying. See exactly what I mean? As we scroll, this looks messy because we've got the onion skins popping over the top. And I want it so that as you're scrolling, you don't have those. That's the whole plan. That's what we're doing. The UI kit version does do that. I think we found some code last stream where it was like, here's how you even do this in SwiftUI. It's not simple. It's not straightforward. This isn't it. This also isn't it. This definitely isn't it. Hey, there we go. Detect when scroll view has finished scrolling. Here's a demo of a possible approach. Use a publisher with changed scrolled content coordinates with debounds. So the event is only reported after coordinates stop changing. You may have fixed your streaming setup. Awesome. Learning only raises the expectation. Fair. Yeah, so the Z... Okay, so... Creating a publisher here. Any publisher. Yeah, I don't know that I love these answers. Also, do we have a debounce in Swift async algorithms? Because I would prefer to use that over combine if I can. Debounce. Async algorithms is a package for algorithms that work with values over time. That includes those primarily like time. Like debounce. It's literally the first one they mention. So I'll probably use this instead of SwiftUI. Or sorry, instead of combine. But let's take a look at like the general approach. But yeah, that's probably where I'm going to start. Blah, 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 blah. Where are these people actually doing anything? On change of G frame in global origin X. So that's kind of something that we're already doing already. If we go look at our film strip. Yeah, because we've got this preference reader here. Bloop, 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 bloop. And that changes the preference over here. And then we have our on preference change for our offset. And then I think this would be where we would actually trigger that value. I think we would just stuff this into a async stream. And then what we do an task that listens to that and sets the state of anything else. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, let's generally start with that idea. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is we're going to need to go grab that async algorithms and put it into our code base, which we're going to have to do through Toist. So let's go there. I think I joked in, I guess it was one of Nutter's streams, that because of the hot water that the Toist team is in recently, that I might do a Braze, or no, not Braze. That's a company that does deep links. Basil stream. I started looking into that, and that stuff is bonkers. So I'm not gonna do a Basil stream. It's like I just started looking into like, okay, like what's the basics, blah blah blah, getting started. Here's some concepts. And it was just like, oh my god, yeah, let's do like Basil iOS tutorial. And it was just like terrifying. Yeah. Here's a Codico, Building with Basil, episode 12. Now you can start getting built. 12 episodes in. It's something. Yeah, look at all this. I don't even understand what this is. And then it's like, okay, here's how you get it running on the simulator. Okay, fine, whatever. This is a thing. How do you get it running on device? And it basically just says you're on your own. The easiest way to install the app on device is to launch Xcode, which the entire point of using Basil is that you're not launching Xcode. Yeah. I think this is actually an older tool than Toist. But this is a much more generic tool than Toist. And Yeah, because I mean, like, this is based on a tool internal to Google that basically people left Google and they're like, I still want this. So they made an open source version. And it is very complicated, very powerful, incredibly powerful, but super complicated. And I was like, oh yeah, you know, it'd be nice to learn this. It'd be nice to figure it out, blah, blah, blah. And no, it was just painful. It was so bad. Thing called Amper for using YAML. YAML's terrible though. That's the problem. Don't you all already have Gradle? And you can write it in Kotlin. Seems like a good plan. That's like Toist. Like Toist is written in Swift. Gradle sucks though. I mean, compared to all the other like Java build systems, it's not the worst. It's better than Ant. It's better than Maven. Is Maven one of the systems? It's better than, yeah, it's better than Maven. It's better than Ant. At least you can write it in Kotlin. You don't have to write it in Groovy anymore. It's better than Xcode Brunch. Yeah, we were doing Toast. That's right. That's right. That's what we were doing. Can I do Control X Meta E? No. Is it Option X Meta E? No. Still doesn't install deps in parallel. Project takes 12 minutes just to fetch dependencies. Oof. Control U, Option E. There we go. Oh, that didn't do it. Oh yeah, it did do it. Rename buffer. This is going to be E shell Kineo. Let's pretend like I know how to spell my own app's name. Toast, edit. Doesn't install deps in parallel. That is kind of gross. Do what you do and delegate it to someone else. Here's the problem, Compile Swift. At my job, I am the someone else. All right, dependencies. Here's our 2 dependencies so far. Let's add a third. We're gonna add async algorithms. Rip, rip. No, I'm not logged in, so it won't give me SSH. That's really weird. I am the mobile team. I am the mobile team. I can't do a what's his name? I mean Emperor Palpatine, but what's the guy's actual name? Now I'm completely blanking on it. He's the only good actor in the entire Star Wars franchise. No, that's not true. Why doesn't 1Password work? Why can't anything work tonight? Where is the 1Password? Oh, here it is. Ian McDermott, thank you. Somebody's on the ball. Okay. Yes, Ian McDermott is who I'm thinking. One of these days, I will actually remember which of those buttons is the secret button and which of those buttons is the be right back button. And today's not that day. I'm trying to sign into 1Password, and I tried to use 1Password to sign into 1Password. It didn't work. I was just like, oh yeah, I have an email field. Clearly what I want here is my password. In other news, your YubiKey USB-C doesn't work with iPhone 15. That's surprising. That is actually surprising. Ooh. Can I just do this? They even say it. They say that it doesn't work or that it does work. They say it doesn't work. That is bizarre. And still, okay, that's even more bizarre. That it does work on iPad, but it doesn't work on iPhone? How? I thought YubiKeys just emulated a keyboard. I thought that's literally all they were. Can you, well, okay, I guess the question then is, can you use a keyboard with the iPhone 15? iOS sees it as a keyboard, which is fine, right? I thought that was the point. Okay, can I use 1Password yet? Maybe. No. Part of the reason why I switched to Orion was because 1Password was working better there than it was in Safari. Now apparently that's not true anymore. Can I use a security key? Insert and activate your security key. Well, that's not gonna work. Do it this way. Okay, finally, we've gotten back into here. SSH. Let's grab that. Finally. Let's quit 1Password before y'all steal all my passwords. Hey, I got the button right that time. Well, I switched to using 1Password for passkeys. For very similar reasons. Oh, it looks like I was already using HTTPS for everything. And yeah, you can't use passkeys in the developer portal with anything but iCloud. It's gross. What are our releases here? We've got... Oh, we have a 1.0 alpha. Well, let's go with 1.0 beta 1. That's fine. Exactly 1.0. That's not what I copied. There we go. All right. Let's just run a twist fetch from in here. Computers are more annoying. I mean, passkeys are optional. You opted into something that was maybe a little early. This didn't work. If you think it's a legit issue. Local error, could not do something. Data could not be read because it's missing. I believed Apple, that's the problem. Fair enough. Working copy resolved at 1.0.5. Yeah, the passkeys on the Apple developer side are a little weird because they require you to use iCloud to support them. To use it, which kind of sucks when you use 1Password for everything else. So yeah, I don't love using passkeys on Apple stuff. Yeah, you can't use 1Password. They've like limited it to if you're logging in on the developer portal with passkeys, you can only use iCloud to do that. Whereas like you can use passkeys everywhere else with iCloud or 1Password. And that's what I do. But for whatever reason, this one's not like that. I don't know. Anyway, we seem to have gotten this working. Let's go back to... Let's go generate our project, I guess. I wish the manifest thing came with just fetch and generate schemes that just did the same thing, but I could pick between them as opposed to having to type that fetch in every single time. Oh well. All right. Here's the problem. I edited that, or I added our dependency, but I haven't actually depended on it. So let's go look at our project. We need this in the vision target. So I guess async algorithms. I'm hoping that's what it's called. I agree that you resolved the cache profile. Why don't you try doing anything else? Just to start. Yeah, we're gonna kill it and try again. It's like, yeah, I got the cache. Okay. Cool. What's next? Yeah. You can ask any kind of question. Doesn't mean I'll answer it. Okay, what the heck? Twist. Why am I suddenly unable to run? Okay, we're gonna clean. Twist defenestrate. Async algorithms is not a valid configured external dependency for platform Vision OS. Oof. Okay, so the question is that because also they have no other releases. They only put this one. Rebuilding a full view controller, you push it on, SwiftUI view shows, but you're not able to use the view's navigation and use the SwiftUI nav and still have swipe back. But are you able, let me read that sentence again. Are you able to use the view controller's navigation and use the SwiftUI navigation and still have swipe back? No, you are not able to do that. I would just not put the SwiftUI navigation in there if you can avoid it. Can I pull the definition of debounce into my source? I could. I've done that in the past with this very thing. What I'm trying to find though is, have I done something wrong? I mean, yeah. Use the UIKit SwiftUI navigation. UI kit navigation. I don't know what I'm trying to say. UI navigation controller. But I mean, so do you already have, you're rebuilding, you push it on and your SwiftUI view shows, yay. Are you able to not use, I guess, the navigation controller's navigation that you pushed this SwiftUI view onto? I think that's what you're going to want to use. All right, what all does this depend on? Because, well, here, let's look at something else first. Let's go into here, and let's just go add it directly. Package dependencies, blah, blah, blah. Because my guess is maybe actually the name of this is not what I think it is. There's actually 3 pages, so you're just going to have a nav stack in SwiftUI, but then you thought about the nav UI kit nav 2 possibly killing swipe back to the first page. Yeah, it probably would do that. You need to have your navigation. Your navigation would need to live outside of everything. And so you could have SwiftUI nav and then wrap whatever UI kit bits you have inside there in a UI view controller representable, and then just have your nav managed by SwiftUI. But that depends on how many other things you've got in there. This song is too loud. I can't hear myself think. Almost feels like 3 view controllers. Possibly. Blah, blah, blah. Add package. Yeah, okay, so this is capitalized. That's probably our problem. Let's try working with that first. So instead of async hyphen algorithms, it's all caps. Yeah, the navigation stuff, until you get into like whole chunks of your app being SwiftUI, can be kind of a pain. Hey, that one was happier. Okay. Dang it, Mono. How dare you? What have you done? Application specific signature. We know it's Mono because look at this right here. Sometimes he's called Obsceno. NS process info, more like NZ process info. NZ dict. Sorry, NZ dict. Okay, let's try this again. Do we have a project? Build that. Build this. Build that. Build the thing. Go back into here. Import async algorithms. Hey, look at that. All right. Why did we have this? We need a... Yes. You're being a bit of an NZ dict. let's call this offset equals async stream dot make async iterator. No, that's not right. Dot make stream of double dot self. Oh, except that this is not at all what we want. This is offset stream offset continuation. Can I spell? You know the bot watches me like a hawk. Oh, I forgot to give put a list of words to ban you guys again. Like I said I was going to. Yeah, no talking about getting laid off here. Compile Swift. Or making tea. Neither of those things is allowed. All right, so on here we're going to say offset continuation dot yield value. Yeah, okay. I tried testing it earlier with, can I ask a stupid question? Tea on this stream? More likely than you think. Yeah. I made tea yesterday. It's great. Hey, Nutter, how you doing? All right, so offset stream dot debounce. Y'all are gonna end me. Forgot that was still in place. All right, dot task. Vengeance is best served from a great distance. Offset stream dot debounce for duration. Okay, so how long do we want it to stop? So let's go with like seconds. Oh, that's an integer. Milliseconds, 500. Time for a reverse multi. Do I have multi installed? I do have multi installed. Sweet. Okay. Offset stream dot debounce. So I guess what I want is for await IDK. So this would be our values. But what I want, because what I want is when we are when we start scrolling, I want it to do something immediately. And then when we stop scrolling, I want it to wait 500 milliseconds. So I guess we would almost have two different streams. How do you scroll on Vision OS? You look at what you're scrolling, you pinch your fingers together, and then you move your hand up and down. So you're looking in order to point, because looking is your cursor. Tap is just like a click, and then or it's equivalent to like putting your finger down, and then drag. Interesting. As interesting. So yeah, what we want here is we almost need the task to if you have a nervous twitch, it's actually pretty good about like you being imprecise. Yeah, let's go back and look at this other code to see if it has anything. Because we want to know when we start scrolling. On scrolling started. How does it go one-handed? I have no idea. My guess is that it mostly just works with either or. I actually filed a feedback about that. Hold on. Because I had some problems with handedness in PencilKit, actually. I certainly can't use a clap gesture. Hopefully it doesn't work. It saves 5,200 kangaroo coins. Yeah, so here's the thing that I filed. You've never clapped for anything in your life. Yeah, you have the ability when you're doing stuff to, like, you can either look and grab, or if it's really close to you, you can actually just interact with it. With PencilKit, like, you could draw with one hand and then, like, scroll with the other, but it wasn't really ever clear, like, which hand did which, and so that was confusing. Oops. So yeah, I don't know how you set handedness, but mostly everything should just work with either hand. So and then yeah, I don't know anything about their accessibility support for if you have no hands. I don't know what to do. Can you switch hands like you do left click and right mouse click? Yeah, but I think that, like I said, most stuff is supposed to work with either hand. So you don't have, like, offset behavior dependent on hand. In theory. All right, let's go back and look at this some more. On scrolling started, detector equals this debounce for 0.2 seconds, erase to any publisher. Detector on change of, if we're not scrolling, scrolling equals true, and then we call on scrolling started, and then we send the offset. And then whenever we receive the publisher, we call, oh yeah, no, this would be how this would work, because debounce is just going to wait an indefinite amount of time. So yeah, whenever we start running, we set our scrolling to true, and whenever we're done, it'll be the debounce. We'll say we're good. Okay, so that's not a problem. Okay, for await, yeah, I guess offset equals offset stream debounce milliseconds, and really, we don't actually care. Can we actually just do this? For await underscore. And then we need like a state scrolling, but that actually is going to be on our editing state. So we're going to say editing state equals editing state dot navigating to page. Dot scrolling. Don't wait for David Smith, you say? For what? Also, which David Smith? Ah, await underscore. I get it. Okay. Awaiting for underscore. It's the sequel to Waiting for Godot. And then I guess editing state equals editing state dot not scrolling. I don't know what I did on the old one, in the UIKit one. Start scrolling, state equals state dot scrolling. Stop scrolling. State equals state.editing. Editing state equals editing state.editing. 408 in. Yeah, that's right. All right, let's see if that just works. And then I don't know that we've set this up to do anything, so hold on. What we need to do next is somewhere we've got a, in like our editing view. Drawing view, editing mode. Oh, when we start scrolling, we just convert to an empty view. Yeah, that's probably fine, right? We'll stick with that. So whenever we start scrolling, everything will disappear. And then when we stop scrolling, it'll come back. I said it'll come back. Said it'll come back. I don't think it's coming back, guys. All right. Film strip. Okay, exactly according to plan. Yep. Let's do a print here. It's over. Undefined behavior for the win. No, this is definitely defined behavior. It's just broken. Okay. Over. Hey, look, I mean, look, it's getting called sometimes already. Undefined, what is the JavaScript? Exactly. It's not JavaScript. Yeah, for whatever reason, sometimes it's not happening. Because we definitely saw it a couple times. It did print it. This.self.my.view.comeback equals true. Yeah, it's over is here. And that's why we're seeing that like blank flash when we open it. And that's there. But why? Why are we never seeing it again? _408 in offset stream, debounce milliseconds. Because what I'm wondering is like, are we not going through this loop again for some reason? Is offset stream only ever happening once? So let's get rid of this debounce, for example. Let's get rid of this part and let's just say it's here. Let's see if we, if I understand correctly, we should get like a bunch of these every time we scroll. We did not. Okay. I think that's probably part of our problem. It's sent. It's here. We've got a whole lot of it's sent, but not a lot of it's here's. I think that might be the problem. Am I doing something wrong in our offset stream here? That is how you do a 408, right? Swift 408. How to loop over an async sequence using a 408. for try08. Well, we're not doing a try in it at all. Sometime later, it's here. I mean, what if we literally put a value in here? It might yell at me because we don't use the value. Yeah, we're not getting any it's here's. That's strange. We get a single it's here on the first one. Is this maybe being hit from multiple tasks? Do I need to have like some kind of manager? Let's try that. Let's turn this into an actor. I don't know what button I just hit, but I hit the button to open the HIG, which is apparently a keyboard shortcut that I did not know existed. Command-Shift-H opens up the HIG for some reason. Okay. We're going to call this film strip scroll. I don't want to call it scroll manager because that's a dumb name. Film strip scroll observer. Yeah, let's do that. This is part of film strip. It's part of Kineo. And this is going to be an actor. Film strip scroll observer. Okay, let's put some junk in here. So private let scroll observer school observer. Okay, so we've got our scroll observer. Should have called it Arthur. It's got a thing here. These no longer exist. We're going to say it has a func observe value. Scroll view did scroll to offset double offset continuation dot yield offset, and then what we want is we almost need this. So hang on. Private let offset. No, let's bring that back. What is the type of offset continuation here? It's an async stream double continuation. Okay. Private let offset continuation. Async stream double continuation. Rip. And then what we want here is a private let, no, not private, let offset stream equal, async stream double. But what we're not telling people behind the scenes is private let, no, not private let, this is complicated. This part, oops. So we're going to get that, and then we're going to say self.offset continuation equals offset continuation. Self.offset stream equals offset stream dot debounce for milliseconds 500. So that's what we're going to do. Maybe. Apparently not. Cannot assign value of type async debounce sequence async stream double continuous clock to type async stream double. Boo. That's fine. We'll just do that. Async debounce sequence. Can I just say async sequence? I can, but that doesn't allow me to give it a... It doesn't let me give it a fixed type. That's weird. Why doesn't async sequence... Oh, hey, new stuff. Cool. Sure. You can install an update. Async sequence. Why doesn't it have a... What do they call it? The primary associated types? It seems like exactly the kind of thing that you would want to have that. So that we know what element it is. Oh, it does have an element. Then why is this not a thing that I can specify here? Yeah, does not have any primary associated types that can be constrained. Dumb. I don't like it. Okay, so what was the value that we had? It was like async debounced stream, debounce sequence of async stream of double continuous clock. Okay, fair enough. All right, so then we're going to go back to film strip, and we're going to say scroll observer dot scroll view did scroll. Yeah, this is async. Okay, so I think this is probably the problem. This is now requiring us to be on async. So task dot run. No, that's not how that works. It never shipped like that. That was definitely a thing that existed at one point, but it never shipped like that. Value. And so then here, this is going to be scroll observer dot offset stream. All right, let's see if that helped. It's sent, it's here, so that part still works. And then we got a whole lot of it's sent again, and no it's here's. Why? Is there anything else that we can do with an async stream that would help us understand? Well, offset stream map is going to give us a new async sequence. Okay, so I just want to see if like this even fires anything. It didn't do anything yet. I feel like we're already off on the wrong foot. Yeah, no, this isn't helping us. I feel like this is... Hey, thanks for the follow, Iliad. What are we doing wrong here? I mean, that is definitely how you 408 something. But why am I only getting the first item in this stream? It'd be nice if I could figure out a way to watch this stream some other way. Because I feel like our yield is going to be doing something. Can I watch it here? Let's watch it inside of here. You're watching this stream? Thank you. Why don't I... task dot... No, just task. 408... I mean, I feel like I'm just going to make the same mistake again. I mean, the fact that it's all on the same actor now might help, but... we need to print... Oh, wait. That thing where I did a thing, it would have been filtered out. Let's go back there. Okay, so that never showed up. Either way. Okay. So at least we know that that one was wrong. We get a single yep. What's weird is now... Okay, now we don't get an it's here. We're here. It's here. Which makes sense, because we would have two different streams. There were two different things listening to the same stream. One of which is this offset debounce, and then one of which is this. That makes me wonder... Okay, so we are getting every single thing here. So this has got to be a matter of us being on that wrong stream. On the wrong task, on the wrong actor. That we're just kind of constantly following everything? Nah, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, this isn't gonna build, yeah. And this also would not build. It's almost like we can't observe this stream from the other actor. Right? Now what I could do is I could... I actually have no idea. I don't know what I could do. I was gonna say I could have it do something where we've got like a callback that we've got to do. And maybe that does something. So like, yeah, if we put a callback in here. Okay, so that worked. That's not really how I want this to work, though. I really want to be able to just observe a single stream. I feel like that makes way more sense. I can't capture editing state in here, can I? No. Why is editing state? Oh, because it needs to be self.editing state. Cannot assign to property. Editing is a get only property. What? Bippity boppity, give me the property. I really feel like this is the wrong direction. I want this to work. I don't know why it doesn't work. So I think I need to look up more what a dot task is. I need to look up like the dot task view modifier. Because I feel like I'm not understanding what this is. A closure that SwiftUI calls as an asynchronous task before the view appears. SwiftUI will automatically cancel the task at some point after the view disappears before the action completes.
Mono NZ says bippity boppity give me the property.
Correct. Apple, don't teach people bad habits around dots. 3 periods is not an ellipsis. Bippity boppity. All right. Missed opportunity to print ouch in console. Well, ouch would need to be for something bad that happened. We haven't had anything bad happen besides the fact that it's not happening. It needs to print ouch if it just doesn't see anything for a while. Sent succeeded. I have an idea. I kind of wonder if we're getting our task called too many times. That feels wrong, but we'll find out. Hello. Yep. It's sent. How many hellos do we have? No hellos. Yeah, no, we got all kinds of obfusc. That's because it's the best way to write UI kit. Period. Okay, so we're only getting one hello, which means we're not somehow accidentally setting up multiple for loops. Win objective C++? Never. I hate C++. Objective Swift. C++ has a soft spot in your heart. C++ has a soft spot in the head. Your high school computer class? You guys taught actual programming languages in your high school? Closest thing my high school had to a programming class was Excel macros. Not macros. No, we didn't get as far as macros. Like, just Excel formulas. Clojure brings you closure. Clojure is a great language. I love Clojure. Clojure is great. It's just fantastic. Dang it. Just realized, where do we need to go? Proper CS class, 2 levels of it, went to competitions. Wow. You had cool stuff. Yeah, we basically had a glorified office class. It was like you spent 1/3 on, 4? Was it 4? Yeah. We had like split it up into 4 parts, and it was like Word, Numbers, Excel, and Access. Sorry, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Access. So those are the 4 things. So I guess, yeah, we learned some MS SQL. I guess that would be the closest thing to programming. You had that one too? Yeah, that was advanced as our computer class got. Eaglenaut says, we had the first 4-year high school with an engineering focus in the Midwest. Football coach trying to teach it. I mean, I laugh, but hey, your football coach could be technical. Our like one of our most technical people in our high school was the basketball coach, who also taught social studies, which was weird. You know, the basketball / social studies / programming person, as you do. You think you changed fonts and colors in that class? That's about it. Yeah. So what was I doing here? We're gonna say we've got this. We're gonna dumb this down for the duck. New project. No, not a new project. Just a new file. Oh, I guess I could actually just dumb it down even more. Color dot red dot task. I've already forgotten what I put. Yeah. I feel like I'm overcomplicating this, but I'm going to try it anyway. Where offset stream is an async stream. When the view is recreated, the task modifier starts a new task, and the old task is canceled. This could explain why you're seeing only one print statement. You might want to consider moving the task that handles the async stream outside the view's body. You could use a state object to manage the task and the async stream, and inject this object into your view. See, this is the whole point, is I don't want to use publishers or anything. I'm trying to avoid all of this. Yeah, no, it wouldn't show any back nav mono. I'm honestly a little bit surprised that it wouldn't show like 2 nav bars. So to ensure that the async stream is not canceled and restarted when the view is updated. If you only see one value, it can indicate there's an issue with the stream itself. Async stream might be emitting all its values before the view has a chance to handle them. No, it's not that, because that's a print statement. The async stream is defined within the view's body. It could be recreated every time the view is updated. That's not happening. I don't think. It'd be nice if I could get a handle on this task so that I could tell. If and when it gets canceled, basically. Actually, you know what would be interesting to do is print goodbye. And maybe something else is killing it. So we have a hello. We don't have a goodbye. It does show the 2 nav bars. Nice. My guess is that the duck is a little bit right, but I'm not understanding this. Is there a view modifier analogous to with task cancellation handler? I don't believe so. Also, welcome, KNH. The duck is never wrong. The duck has definitely been wrong sometimes, but I mean, that's just thing. Is it just something like a GPT powered app? Yes, it is. It is developerduck.app. It made snow in your game and you saw how that went? Heresy. The duck is occasionally wrong. Since when do developer ducks talk back? They're the best kind of developer ducks. Yeah, no, it's really nice. And yeah, it works with a bunch of different programming languages. But yeah, definitely I think at least Swift is a first class thing that it supports. And so yeah, it's nice to have just here at hand. Needs Kotlin. Yeah, no, I don't see Kotlin in that list. Never mind Kotlin, too easy. If the task was... Okay. I guess, here, why don't we ask the duck KNH's question? Is there a view modifier? Can't be too serious. There's no banned developer duck redeem. Ooh. Now do I do that? Why did it answer me in the form of a comment? Unfortunately, as of Swift 5.5, there is no SwiftUI view modifier analogous to with task cancellation handler. You need to handle task cancellation manually. This is trained on an old Swift. Yeah, I can imagine that. I mean, I think I have it on the ChatGPT 4. I don't know. I know they just recently updated their like end dates, right? I thought they had announced that at their thing, but I don't know if their API did that or not. GPT-4 cutoff date increased. Yeah. GPT-4 extends the knowledge cutoff by 19 months to April 2023. But I don't know when they planned on rolling that out, or when, or is this only for GPT-4 Turbo? I was gonna say, or when that would be, I don't know what I'm trying to say. The API, yeah, that was what I was trying to say. Like whether or not that was available to the API yet. GPT-4 cutoff date API. Yeah, GPT Turbo's cutoff date is April 2023. So yeah, maybe if it was Turbo, then it would be fine by now. But yeah, I was going to ask the other question in here, which is, I like how it had a full answer for that. There you go, KNH. Developer ducks have always been great listeners, but talking back is a relatively new feature. It's getting close to training on data post ChatGPT release, eating its own tail. Well, GPT-4 Turbo being April 2023 would be past GPT release, right? Because GPT was like October 22, something like that. It's a little over a year, I think. It's telling me iPhone 11 onward use USB-C. LLMs aren't perfect. All right, let's come back to this. Now I feel bad asking questions it won't know the answer to. Yeah. I do remember there was one point, because it was only trained up to a certain amount, even when it first came out. And yeah, when ChatGPT first came out, I asked it something from Compile SwiftStream, and it said something like, blah, 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 you know, Queen Elizabeth. And I was like, oh, it doesn't know that the Queen's dead. Whoops. Don't bring you into this. I was only bringing the Queen into this. Old Queenie. She's not dead as long as she's still on your money, right? If you're only seeing the task recreated print statement once, it does suggest that the view is not being recreated. I'm not sure I believe that. As long as AI says she's still... Did I say that? I don't remember saying that. Solve this issue, you might want to consider moving the task that handles the async stream outside of the view's body. You could use a state object. I don't want to use a state object. If I wanted to use a state object, I'd just use the publisher in the first place. I don't want to do that. I want to get this working with async stream. I'll send the cards to the furry hats after us now. Okay, here, I've got a better idea. This is what we're going to do. We're going to roll this back. What if... You see, you don't like the states? What if instead of this, what if we do... Well, no, because we figured out we can't capture editing state in here, right? Editing state here is our binding, right? That's this guy. So we set that. We're going to set our... We'll set that there. And then what I want to do is like offset stream dot debounce 0. No, 4... We almost need the task in here, right? Task 408 underscore in blah print. It's here. We put that up here. And then we say, yeah, self.offset continuation. So we get that working. So then we get rid of this. We just bring that back. We have to hibernate from the conservatives for a week. Then we get rid of all of this code. Let's try that. There we go. All right. So maybe it is something with that task getting canceled. So then if we keep it out of here, you're good. And then 408 underscore in offset stream debounce. So then what I need to do is I need to set this here. Underscore equals offset stream. No, what am I doing? Nothing at all is what I want. Well, we can't do a weak self because this is a struct. Blah, blah, blah. Self dot editing state equals self dot editing state dot editing. Hate it. Mutable capture of in-out parameter self is not allowed in concurrently executing code. Take that, compiler. All right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to come down here. Oh, this is already set to scrolling. Ooh. Okay, so... This doesn't super seem to be. Weird. Okay. Is it clearing something? That doesn't make any sense. If I could get rid of all of these, hide similar items. That didn't help. Okay. So I'm going to scroll this like this. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of these. Even though we had that debounce. Oh, our debounce is set to 0. That'd do it. Milliseconds, 500. Let's try that instead. Hey, look at that. That's a lot smoother. It's almost like it works. And then if I let go, it blinked back and forth a lot. It's almost like that debounce wasn't quite right. It was certainly better. But I feel like it should only say it's here once. Yeah, it changed its here a bunch of times. That's not how I understand how debounce should work. Creates an asynchronous sequence that emits the latest element after a given quiescence period has elapsed. So why did it go 3 times? Hello? Hello. I'm not sure this is working the way that I want it to. Nightbot is needy. I really want to fix that at some point. Are there any, like, better Twitch bots out there? I don't want to have to write my own. I mean, I will. I just don't want to. I mean, I've seen those Streamlabs and Stream Elements. I'm not really a fan of either of those. I don't know what owned is. Yes, see, so many of these, they want you to get into everything. When all I really want is the bot, which Nightbot does. This person said, I prefer Nightbot for its ability to run custom code and commands using eval. Which sounds terrifying, but also intriguing. Yeah, what is Nightbot eval? I've never even heard of this. What do you do? Like, how does it work? This looks like Java. Does it run Java? I want it to just tell me what it is. how do I, like, where's the default? Like, Nightbot, custom commands. There we go. The eval variable is used to evaluate JavaScript code. Okay, so it's JavaScript, not Java. I mean, that makes more sense. Eval 2 plus 2. So kind of what I want it to do is I want it to run like a random out of the alerts that it says. So here, let me... And yes, y'all did drive me off track again. And now 1Password is not running again. What the heck? How does an app get this broken? Your browser is not currently supported for logging into Twitch. But what if I just change my user agent, like a little bit? Oh, come on in. KNH Orion, it's a custom WebKit browser. Not custom, it's just a WebKit browser. Okay, commands, default, timers. This is what we're looking for. Okay, so what I've got here is this, and then I've got a alias that I can do. So I kind of want to say, like, on every 15 minutes, pick one of those random things and say that instead. So let's go create a new command, custom command. Yeah, I got a bunch of commands. So let's go. I've been calling these begs everywhere else, so let's call it beg. And then it's eval. And then what do we do with that? And then I can give it some strings. Yeah, a nice eval random would work. I have no idea what you're saying. Don't listen to you? Okay. I can work with that. I can work with not listening to you. I mean, it would be really nice if I could just say random. Just give me a random thing. What is DJ Khaled? I gotta know that. Display one of DJ Khaled's keys to success. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately there's not just a random here. So let's do that. So I think we need, yeah, JavaScript random element in array. If you're using Node.js, do this. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Is there a quick JavaScript one-liner to grab a random string from an array of strings? Yeah, I'd do it. That's the one. Let's give it no cooldown. Okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't spend a whole lot of time on that. Wait, what is this? Is it add command? That. Also, if I can just put a message here, then do I need this to be a command at all? Submit. Let's just do that. Let's leave it here for now. And then let's drag this. Yeah, I can't drag this any further. And then if I pick it up at the wrong point, then it just is mad at me. So now if I do this, string 3, string 2. Okay. So now what I want to know is, could I, instead of that, just do this and then go into my timers, and I just put that here. So now, every 5 minutes for now. And yeah, 2 lines. Let's just see if it says like string 1, string 2, string 3. Just out loud with nobody touching it. And then I'm going to go delete that command. Or let me just disable the command. I can't disable it. I had to delete it. Yeah, let's just delete it. All right, let's see if it shows up and just starts saying string 1, string 2, string 3. All right. I don't know what else I want to try to do. Oh, did it just say string 1 all on its own? Sweet. Okay, so this is doing the right thing. Hey, it worked. All right. So now we can come into here. We're going to grab each of these values. So what do we got? We got threads, follow, Discord, chat. If it's a string 0 next. Boop. Submit. Hey, this saves me from having to write my own. Submit. All right, we're going to leave it at every 5 minutes for the rest of the stream. Just to make sure that it's still working. And then I'll bump it up to 15 minutes after that. But I think this is going to be good. It should stop it from getting those, like, everything bunched up. Yeah. Hey, that means we don't have to write a custom Twitch bot in Swift. Although that would be fun. I don't want to do it. All right, so in this case, we've got a debounce, but our debounce is getting fired 3 times. I think I'm just going to put like a offset here, not have to worry about it. So this is basically just like mode. We want to just check mode. Self.editing_state.mode. If self.editing_state.mode equals is not equal to editing, do this. There we go. I think that's fine. And then now that we're actually locked into something, seems like it's actually working. I will finally go back and give Nutter his name. Bippity Boppity. This one actually seems to want to continue to exist. So we're going to say Bippity Boppity by Nutterfy on 2023 11 12 13. A continuation for a stream of scroll offset. Scrolls offset. Okay. Oh yeah, self.bippity boppity. Sorry. Actually, it doesn't need a self dot anymore, does it? Bippity boppity equals offset continuation. And then bippity boppity dot yield. All right, let's bippity boppity try it out. I mean, yeah, why does it still flicker like that? Zip. Yeah, why does it flicker? Because we should be getting multiple highs, but only one hey here. And we get a high and a hey. And then let's scroll. Yeah, we get a high, hey, high, hey, high, hey, high, high. I feel like y'all are referencing something, but I have no idea what it is. Is this something I'm too old to get? Hey, we got one notification. That worked. Didn't Mono tell you to use card for that? Yeah, but what is that? If you're referencing that, like, what is it? It's a frog. Okay. Cocotype inspired children's programming book. I think the programming children's book is Nutter's next book after he finishes his shapes. Is there any other kind of PHP compile Swift? Yeah, why are we getting this high, hey, high, hey, high? Oh, I bet I know what the problem is. No, I actually have no idea what the problem is. What if I set this to 1,000 seconds? It's not what I want. But let's see what happens. Yeah, we still got it, but it did at least delay more between it. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, did I actually start to say that, or did I just say it in my head? That Mono said you should just use card for that? I was about to say it. I don't know if I actually said it or not. This is what happens. This is my brain sometimes did that. Yeah, exactly. Nutter just needs to have both the adult and child versions of the Shapes books. Like, what is it? Inspector Pancakes? But nobody has any idea what I'm talking about. Inspector Pancakes. Yeah. Inspector Pancakes helps the president of France solve the White Orchid murders. It's basically a children's book that, in very small text on each page of the children's book, has like an actual adult-themed novel. Not like adult, but, you know, one for adults. Just in little tiny text above and below the pages of the book. What kind of stream did this turn into? This is the same as every stream. I don't know what you're talking about. This is every version of this stream. Still better than Vision OS anyway. Boo. You missed the Cash and Chicken stream? This is true. I mean, the problem is I don't understand what to do with debouncing here. This is really a SwiftUI problem. Why can I not just tell when things are streaming or when things are scrolling and when they're done scrolling? Tune in next week when Cocotype stuffs the turkey live. I don't stuff turkeys. I cut them into constituent pieces and bake them separately, which is the best way to cook a turkey. Let me see if A, if I can find this YouTube video, and B, if it's appropriate for this stream. Trying to remember the guy's name. Hold on. I think I have it saved on my YouTubes. On my YouTubes. It requires me being able to actually work the YouTube app. Where's my, like, watch later stuff? YouTube app. Why can't I find it? Oh, watch later? Here you go. Recipes. Okay, so it's not in here, but I did find another one by the same guy. But I vaguely remember this. Yeah, okay. This isn't... It's censored, so I think we can show this on stream. I mean, it's nothing deplorable. Blank the whole bird. I cook my turkey like this now. Yeah, you carve the turkey, you cook it separately, in separate pieces. You break it all up, you do special things with it, you cook it like that, on a flat plate.
A roast that just cut.
Sorry, that's... Yeah, you cook it like that. And you can cook it in separate pieces, you don't have to fit it all in one thing, and, this is the important part, it cooks evenly. Because if you cook a turkey the traditional way, no matter what dry brining, regular brining, wet brining, anything. The problem that you have with it is you can't get all of the meat to cook to its ideal temperature at the same time. Prior to doing this, I would spatchcock turkey, where you like splay it out like that. That works better. This works even better than that. Just smoke the turkey. That's acceptable. I consider that an acceptable approach. This I find to be the easiest. I'll actually take the dark meat, or no, not all of the dark meat, the thighs specifically, and I have a different meal that I make with them. But the wings, they go in with the breast meat. But yeah, you just like break it up and yeah, cook it all separately. It's only hours of sitting in gross weather. No, but this is great. I'll post this video in the Discord so that people can watch this video. This is the right way to cook turkey, as far as I'm concerned these days. Break it up. You cook all the pieces separately. You still have like a nice curving thing. Like the one thing that people seem to dislike is like, oh, you don't have this like nice turkey to carve and it looks like the Norman Rockwell painting and blah blah blah. Doesn't matter. It's actually easier to carve this way. You ever seen somebody try to carve a giant turkey like this? It's a nightmare, and it just tears and shreds and looks terrible. Do this. Get it this way ahead of time. You can carve nice slices of breast meat if you want to. Still looks beautiful. It's great. This is the right way to cook turkey, in my mind. And then yeah, let's see. Sirius eats red wine braised turkey. What does the duck say about cooking turkey? Let's get the real truth. Yeah, so this is what I do with the thighs, basically. Is I do this, and you cook them separately. You get a mirepoix here. I don't use red wine. I use cooking sherry, because I don't like the sweetness that red wine does. But other than that, I follow basically this exact rule. And it comes out like this, and it's delicious. And the number one best part of this, you cook this. They don't seem to get this. I don't know what I do different, but when I cook this like this, I reach into the thing after it's done, and I grab this bone. You pull the bone, and it just whoop, and it comes right out. And you know who loves that bone? The cats. Cats love that bone. I've got a picture somewhere of Mocha looking like an absolute zombie. She's just like being entranced by this bone as I like pulled it out. So yeah, that's what I do with the legs. I get, yeah, everything else I cook the way according to that video, and then the legs I get out and I do this. It's great. Anyway, this is Cocotype's tips on cooking turkey. Looking forward to the Christmas lamb roast though. Man, that sounds great. My family hates lamb for some reason, and they're dumb and wrong. Lamb is great. Lamb is amazing. $325 is not the right temperature for cooking turkey, right? I'm pretty sure that's not right. No, $325. Okay. I mean, the developer duck, it has an answer. I think it's wrong. Best approach depends on your personal preferences and amount of time you have available. Whatever method you choose, remember to make sure that it's actually cooked. Good answer. It's not clear who specifically let the dogs out. It's a mystery that may never be solved. There's your answer, Compile Swift. I'm burning through my subscription usage for you. As of now, it does not have the capability to cook turkeys in production. It is ready in terms of app development. It's okay, you know a guy. All right. I think that is... yeah, that's probably going to be it for me tonight. I think we did not get what we wanted out of this debouncing, but we can take a look at it again on Friday night. Well, hang on. Let me look up. Did I do any Vision OS at all? I did all kinds of Vision OS. This is all Vision OS. It's a single scroll view in Vision OS. But yes, this has been Vision OS this entire time. I don't know what you're watching. This is here specifically to do Vision OS. You did 5 hours last stream. Yeah, well, some of us have food to eat still. Some of us have to go walk to the grocery store to buy stuff for the food. All kinds of stuff. So I joked about doing a cooking stream for Thanksgiving, but I also don't know what the heck I would do during most of that stream, because it's really just going to be putting the turkey in the oven and then waiting. So I don't know what all I can do during that stream. It's just like, okay, here's the cooking stream. It's just watching the oven for however many hours. Yeah, I don't think that that's going to be interesting content. Here's one I prepared earlier. So I got to cook 2 whole turkeys for myself? Is that what you're saying? Just for the gram? The Twitch gram? Because, I mean, my turkey, or my Thanksgiving dinner this year is probably going to be, like, turkey and broccoli. It's going to be about it. Used to fake cook things all the time in the photo studio. All right, I think that's going to be it. Thank you all for watching. I will be back. Oh, wait, yeah, hang on. This is what I'm going to look up. I need to answer this. November 26th? That's a Sunday. Okay. So I will be back on Friday. Link for Orion, please. Do they have like a good... You can get Orion Plus. I don't know. Google it. Ask the Duck. It's browser.kagi.com. It's behind your name. Yeah, browser, or kagi.com/Orion. Browser.kagi.com. There you go. I used to say it was better, but I don't know. Hey, Errol, how are you doing? T-minus how many days to launch? Apple hasn't told us yet, so I don't know. Hopefully, more than I need. Is this old school Kagi? No, unfortunately it's not. I had the same question when I first found out about it. No, it's not the same Kagi. Because yeah, I was like, oh man, Kagi, the like old installer system, like shareware stuff from like Mac OS Classic. Nah, it's not the same people. Unfortunately. Yeah, no launch date for Vision Pro yet. They haven't told us anything. But yeah. Arc is nice, but it's still Chrome OS, Chromium under the hood, and I don't like it. It's slow and eats my battery. Whereas this does not. I like it being based on WebKit and a lot nicer. And what's interesting is it does use Chrome browser extensions. And so for a while, 1Password was working way better in Orion than it was in Safari. However, as of tonight, that seems to have not worked either. Now they're just both broken. So I don't know what to think. I wish there was a password manager that didn't suck. Unfortunately, 1Password seems to have joined all of the others in not being good. So I don't know what to say about it. But anyway, yeah, like I said a couple times now at this point, I will see you all Friday. Thanks for watching, and have a good week. Good night.